Hi guys. Hello. I feel like I'm incredibly close all of a sudden. Okay, there we go. I still feel like it's at a weird angle. I don't know. You tell me. Hello. Welcome to TCR. Sit here. It's Friday night. It's time to chat it up and whoop it up. I'm all about it. Whew. It's been a day, let me tell you. So let me take a sip first. What are you doing?
One second.
Okay.
I just want to greet myself. Hello, people of the YouTubes,
The YouTube.
of the interwebs. What are they saying? Woo!
All kinds of things. Hi, Doug. Hi, Pole Barn, the other Doug.
Yes, you might ask a question.
Oops. Hold on. There we go. Hello, hello.
Hi.
Yes. Hello. So, I had to go down the hill to Home Depot for the second time this week. But let me tell you. So, we used to live in this one little area of town, and there's one Home Depot in that area of town that I will say is the jankiest Home Depot potentially on the planet. I've had to go there in the past when we used to live over there. It's just the worst Home Depot in the world. Oh, no worries, Pole Bar, no worries. He snuck in there. I was just not having it today with that one. Mr. Can I ask a question? No. Anyway, so
Oh,
what?
baby goat. They have baby goat.
Oh, nice. Just one? You just had one? Did your goat kid, or you just went and got a buck?
Well, we said we had, so I'm assuming that they.
I know. It makes
bred
it seem
one.
like they birthed it themselves. So far, yes. One
Kid.
kid. Okay. Right on. Good times. They're fun. My two out there right now are, the girl is still more shy, but she's definitely warmed up a little bit. The boy, you can walk right up to him, grab him, whatever, but the girl's just a little more like, hey now, what are you doing? So anyway, so back to my janky Home Depot story. So
We're starting it off strong today.
what's up? Out and about with Sam, I am.
Since summer wardrobe.
Thank you. I know I did. I busted. It was literally, what was it, 106 today?
Was it really?
It was hot. Hot AF today. So I did have to go bust out my like summer clothes that like, and then it's supposed to rain this weekend, I heard. I don't know.
Is it really?
Yeah, I don't know. I heard
That's
somebody
insane,
said today that it's supposed to rain Sunday, and I'm like, I did not get that memo, but we'll see. So thank you so much, Sam. I am a $20 super chat. Thank you. And I know you just started your channel. You're out and about with Sam. I am. That's fantastic. Make sure you guys go check it out if you haven't already. And if you haven't checked out Pole Barn Productions. And oh, there's Robin's Buys and DIYs. I skipped right over you there. Go check her out too. You gotta check everybody out.
Go finish my salad. Bye, people. Just want to
go eat your salad. Yeah. So I went there on, what day was it? Wednesday evening. And so some of you who maybe been watching the channel for a while know the saga of my laptop. It's for the last probably close to 2 years now, has been held together with a chip clip on the side because the screen like busted apart. So I couldn't like open and close it anymore. And if I didn't have the chip clip in the right spot, the screen would get weird. So you're very welcome. Out and about with Sam, I am. That's exciting. It's daunting to start your channel. So kudos to you for doing that. I just realized that we didn't launch any lights, and I hope it's not too dark. I do have my double doors open right now, so I just have the screens and the natural light coming in. So hopefully it's bright enough. I think it is. There we go. But it's snowing and sleeting in Kentucky. Oh my gosh, no, it's like pool weather today. It's beautiful outside today. I mean, it's hot. Don't get me wrong, it's hot. But yeah, so anyway, Wednesday evening, I take Frank and we go up to the Home Depot. because Frankie was, I asked her, I was like, hey, you want to go with me? And she's like, yes, it's my happy heaven place. I need to go. So we go. And luckily traffic wasn't bad because most of the city is on spring break. Frank had her spring break last week, but everybody else is on spring break this week, which is kind of nice. So there's no traffic. So, which usually there's traffic going into this part of town. So it's like, 45 minutes to get there. And Mike had called. He sent me the SKU number for the shower stall that we're picking up because we're doing that bathroom demo. Well, I had to order a part about a month ago. I finally decided to see if they could fix my laptop. So the gal said she could. She ordered the part, but it was going to take, it was coming from Timbuktu, and it was going to take forever to get here. And she finally texted me and said, hey, it's here. You can bring it in. So I was like, great. So I need to bring it in on Thursday or Wednesday night before they close at 6. We get to the Home Depot at 4:30, and we can't, or no, it was earlier than that. We got there a little earlier than that, and they can't find it. And they're looking, and I'm like, well, my husband called. This is the SKU number. They said they had one left in stock, yada, 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 right? They can't find it. They find the spot for it, but there's no more. And they're like, oh, no, it's coming in tonight. And I'm like, great. So I'm like, okay, well, can I pay for it and come back Friday and pick it up? And they're like, yeah, that's fine. So I go, and I'm like, I go to get in the line at the customer service like they told me to pay for it. And the poor lady behind the counter, I think it was her first day on the job, she couldn't figure out how to purchase this item. I couldn't get Mike's military discount to work. She couldn't scan it in. It wouldn't work, all this. And finally I was like, fine. They finally figured it out. I'm like, I need to go because I still had to get back up the hill and go home, get my laptop and bring it to the gal before they closed. So we get out of there. I'm like, oh my God, we get home. Luckily there's no traffic again because it was spring break. So otherwise I wouldn't have made it home in time. Grab the laptop, go up there, bring it, and all is right with the world. So then, but she was supposed to have it until Saturday. So today my plan was to do the live from my phone. Well, they called yesterday afternoon and she's like, oh, it's ready. Meanwhile, Home Depot, Mike goes, I don't know, that shower stall, I think, isn't really the one I want after all. I'm like, really? So I had to call them. David Cole, $10 super chat. Thank you. Hello. Whoop, whoop. So yeah, make sure you guys are checking out these links too. So, hey, come on, homesteading. Ooh, heading to a hot date. The milkman is on the prowl. My goodness. I love it. Hello, Mystic Merman. So he tells me, he's like, oh, it's not the shower stall that's going to fit in there properly. He's like, I should have measured it better. We need the 30-inch, not the 32. Or, is that right? We need the 30. I can't remember now which is which. We need the 30, not the 32. That's what it is. So he's like, see if you can return it, even though we haven't picked it up yet, because we already paid for it. So I was like, all right. So I called them. In theory, it's been refunded, but it's one of those things where it takes 3 to 5 days to go back into your account. So I have to monitor it to see if it's going to go back in. So I then go online and order the new SKU number that he says. And of course, the only location that they have that one is this location in, I won't say where, but this janky location where we used to live. So I'm like, oh my God, I have to go back to this store again. So I'm like, okay, great. So I pull it up on my phone. I have the receipt. It says I can do curbside pickup. Great. I hit the thing that says I'm on my way, which apparently does absolutely nothing, for the record. So I get there. The directions said to park in the curbside pickup area, and then you put in the number spot you're in. So I was like, cool, spot number 2. And this is cool. hang out and wait. Your associate will be there to bring you your stuff in a minute. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, cool. I'm checking email and I'm scratching things off my to-do list that I can do from my phone, right? And I'm like, okay, okay, okay. I get all that done and I'm like, man, I feel like I've been sitting here a while. And I look at the clock and I'm like, I have been here for 20 minutes. 20 minutes. And I'm like, holy cow. So I call the store and they're like, oh, I was like, look, I'm not trying to bug you guys, but I have this large item that I'm in the curbside pickup for, and I've been here for like 20 minutes. So I'm wondering if like the automated system isn't automating, like if, things are not meshing well. And she's like, oh yeah, oh, I see that. I see that you checked in. Yeah, I see that. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, where's my stuff? She's like, you need to go around the back alley, not to curbside pickup. And I'm like, oh, well, it didn't say that, and nobody said anything. So I've just been sitting here for 20 something minutes at this point. And so she's like, yeah, go around the back. So I go around the back and they get me loaded up and I get home. But I'm like, I never will go to that Home Depot ever again. I don't care if they are giving things away for free. I will not go back to that location. I love Home Depot. There's a lot of fine people working at Home Depot, but this particular location, I feel, has been undermanaged improperly for a while. That is just my personal opinion. So I was like, I was over it. I was over it. Mike Hannas, hello. You get to get your live stream, yes. Christopher Pelton, yes. Shoot Dang festivities are coming soon in Oklahoma. They are, and I am excited. I'm like, man, it's like it felt like it was so far away, and now it's like almost here. So gotta get ready that week and get stuff packed and get out there. Mike's gonna be home alone, and I hope that all the animals make it through that with just having daddy home, because that makes me a little nervous. My girlfriend's on speed dial just in case. She's like, just you tell him to call me. And she's like, I'll call him and make sure everything's okay and see if he needs me to do anything. So hopefully it's gonna be all good. But oh, thank you, Doug the guitarist. It's always fun. We look forward to, well, and I thought Mike was a little bit closer to being home because he texted me a few minutes before the live asking if I had Frankie with me yet, or like, because he has to basically drive by where she is after school. And I was like, yeah, she's here. So he should be walking in any second in theory. So exactly, Mystic Mermaid. The cashier sounded a little sus by saying go around the back. It was a little odd. I was like, the alley? You want me to go back to the alley? I was like, okay. But luckily, the first day we went there, I went around that way by accident. So I knew where she was talking about already. So I was like, okay, there is a loading dock back there. But I'm like, why are you sending me to the loading dock when you have curbside pickup out here? It's like, I don't know. It was weird. It was weird. But sometimes, but Home Depot does the vet discount. So for a lot of things, it makes more sense for us to go to Home Depot if the price is better or the same, and then he also gets his discount. So it's just like, might as well take advantage of that, and there's never there's not a lot of Lowe's near us. There's more now, but they're newer. So, well, I said newer. In the last 15 years, maybe 10 to 15 years, they've added a few more Lowe's. I think there's two down the hill that aren't too far away that are kind of newer ones, but Oh, you don't know if you're going to go, Hoods? Hoods Custom Shop is in the house. He says he's not sure if he's going to make it to Shoot Dang Fest. I thought you were for sure going. You made that big announcement, I thought, that live you did that day. MT Halstead, hello. It is hot, Ted. It's hot in Ramona, too. Woo. It was like, what was it, 106 or something today, it said? Some ridiculous. For April, it was hot today. But then, like I said, I think it's supposed to get cold again this weekend. I don't know. Oh, that will be my last time going to that store, Mystic Merman. I know I won't be. I'm not gonna Karen it out and be like, can I talk to your manager? I could tell the first time the gal helped me that took 20 minutes to sell me this item that it was her, like, literally her first few days there. Like, I could tell she was older. She didn't seem to know how to work the computer. There was definitely a struggle bus going on there, and I don't want to be like, I want to call and complain. But I did let them know that their curbside pickup methods, when they asked me to take the survey, left a little bit to be desired. Because if I had known it was going to take 20 minutes and me calling, I would have just gone in the store in the first place. But they made such a big deal about in the email, like, you don't even have to get out of your car. Curbside pickup. And I was like, well, it is 700 degrees out here, and this parking lot is a disaster. So, why not? But it is what it is. Home Depot in Canada is also kind of okay, but don't like it as much. Yeah. It's kind of Oh, you plan on going, but you're looking for a new job, and that could change things. I get that. I get that, Hoods. Yeah. That definitely puts a damper on that. Hopefully you find something quickly and happily and something that works out for you there. Yeah, and that's why I was thinking too. I was like, okay, it's going to take a few minutes for them to like go find my item, cart it out if it's not, too busy in the store or whatever. But after like over 20 minutes, I was like, this is a little bit sus. Like, there's nobody else at curbside pickup. Like, I'm the only one here now. Everybody else is left. Like, this is weird. So, and I've done curbside pickup for stuff before, not from Home Depot. I did the contractor pickup thing once at one of the other locations, and that was relatively easy. I had to go in the store because I forget why, I had to give them something, or I don't remember, but it was like a thing. So, but I don't have to go back there now because we got the shower tub thing, and I'm not going back again if it's the wrong one. Or that's the other thing I'm worried about, because my confidence in this particular store is a little bit low. So I'm a little concerned. I'm hoping the right thing is in the back of my truck right now. I'm sure Mike will verify it when he gets home, but fingers crossed it is the correct one for what we need to do. But I am getting excited because it's close. I can't say it's close to being done because the shower is in the back of my truck at the moment. But the tub is back in, the plumbing issue's fixed. I have to get an access panel for where we had to cut into the wall. And then I'll have to paint that room. So I have a lot of painting to do next weekend because they're taping and mudding where we knocked those two rooms together. So I'll have basically like 3 rooms to paint, like kind of quickly. So, it's all good. So there are variations in employees in different locations. You are correct. I have noticed that, depending on what part of town you're in. And I was in, it used to be a very, like, I don't know. I swear it's just this one store in this location that's just a little janky. And it's an older Home Depot. It's been there a long time. And I feel like nobody there cares anymore. It's just they've given up on life and they're doing the bare minimum to get through the day. And that is sort of the vibe in there. Because normally, when you go into Home Depot, at least anyone I've been into other than this one location, I can go to the one that's like, 10 minutes away across from like this other mall. And they've always been super helpful. Like, they see you walking, they're like, hey, what do you need? Can I help you? You're finding everything okay? Like, blah, 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 blah. This location is just like, forget it. It's a struggle bus. So, what are you going to do? It is what it is. So today was a big day, which I didn't tell Mike yet. So hopefully, I don't know, he's probably listening to this. Today was a big day. So Frankie'd been, I won't say nagging. Nagging's not the right word. But last year when I went to Oklahoma for That's everyone nowadays. Yeah, maybe a little bit certain places, but I think too, like a lot of times it has to do with your attitude. And granted, I was not in the best mood after having driven, and then they couldn't find it. After we called and verified they had it, I was like, and I didn't have time. Like I had to get back to take my computer in to get fixed, which is finally fixed in here. But I was like, I wasn't rude, but I was definitely a little bit curt. I was like, you know, I was like, you guys, kind of the essence of you guys have already wasted enough of my time. Like, I need to get going. Like, can we get somebody who knows how to make this go through? Because I can't spend another 20 minutes of you trying to figure out the computer. Like, I gotta go. So, but I was firm. Sometimes you have to be. So, anyway, so when I went to Oklahoma last year for the meetup, it was the Mike and Frankie show. And he let her start scootering from school to the local grocery store to pick her up from there. And no discussion, like it was just like it happened. And I was like, okay, cool. So the events today was, Frankie's older now. And I was like, okay, you can try to do all the way home. So she came all the way home by herself. And I told her, when you get home, you got to call me right away. Call me as soon as she got home. Like a good girl. And then she goes, I'm gonna go back to the store. I want to go get myself food. And I'm like, we have food in the house. She just wanted to go again with her newfound freedom. Like, I get it.
I wanted a salad.
She wanted a certain kind of salad that they have there.
And they had it. They hadn't had it in like 4 weeks.
They hadn't had it in a while, so she was excited. So she went and got it, and I was like, okay, fine. And she made it back and there and back super fast. But I was like, okay, that's like the new thing now. I can be like, hey, I need you to run to the store. Go get it. You opened up Pandora's box. You almost don't.
I don't care.
You almost don't want to tell your dad that you do that now, because now he's gonna be like, oh, I want ice cream. Frankie, go put on your shoes. Go get me ice cream.
I would do it.
Because the store is close enough that like you could legit send her, like, as long as it's not like pitch black at night, because that road's dark.
Yeah.
As long as it's still daylight out.
Flashlight in your mouth the whole ride there, which isn't a good idea.
Yeah, well, we have those headlamps, but even so, like, it gets dark, like, and you'd have to have some kind of reflective something because people will hit you. But the grocery store's close enough. The only thing is good that she's underage, because he'd be like, I'm out of whiskey. Go get me whiskey or something, and he can't do that. So,
But see, if I was old enough, he'd probably.
It's kind of awkward when you go to your local Lowe's. You've had employees come up and ask how many bus bills. That's cute how your bus build is going. That's cute, hoods, that they recognize you and know. I've gotten recognized in Tractor Supply up here a couple of times, and a couple of times in our grocery store. People have come up to me, but I'm always like, I get all like nervous, stupid, like real quick, like how do you know me? What do you mean? YouTube? Oh, okay, thank you. Like I get really, they probably walk away going, oh my God, is she about to go curl up in the corner and chew on her hair? Like, it's bad. Like, I get retarded. I can't. It's like, oh, yeah, hi. Which I'm sure leaves a lovely impression for those of you that meet me that way. But it hasn't happened very often, but it's happened a handful of times, and it's always it's weird when somebody like recognizes you from that and you're like, ooh, okay. It's odd. It's a weird feeling. It's like, how do you know me? Have you been stalking me? No, I watch your YouTube channel. Are you sure you're not stalking me? It's just like, in your head, you just get a little like, what's going on? So somebody was just asking, I saw somebody say, Henry was asking about the dog next to me. I'm assuming, well, now she's laying down. She's not even on camera, but this is Skylar. She is mostly Australian Shepherd, and we were told that she's Aussie Shepherd and a Scotch Husky, perhaps. But she looks 100% like she's an Aussie Shepherd, just like a bad, like pet quality version. But she talks like a Husky. You know how Huskies will talk back and they get very vocal? She's a talker. Like, she will talk back to you. if you tell her sometimes and she's too excited and she doesn't want to do it, rah, 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 rah. Like she just gets all, but she's got 2 blue eyes and she's a doll. She's psychotic. She has severe anxiety disorders and she is a little bit of a handful in that sense, but we love her and she's a good girl. So. Oh, Frankie. Oh, I think that's probably Frankie, but hey, girl, hey. I think Mike's home.
Oh, yes, he is. He went to the store.
Really? Are we all just? I went to the store earlier, then Frankie went to the store, now he's going to the store. Everybody's going to the store.
We need to get that box out there in here.
I don't know if that's
Hi, I'm
Hi.
a little busy.
Okay, I'm talking to her.
Good lord, I get zero
I
respect.
want you to open that box,
Zero.
find the batteries, and get them on charger.
a
I'll be.
Oh, he's talking about the lawnmower.
Okay.
I thought he was talking about the thing in the back of
Yeah,
my
I
truck.
was like, that's
I
not-
also ordered,
that's not
so
me.
he needed a new lawnmower because the one that he hot wired now won't take a charge. So I had to order him a new lawnmower, which that I had the option of getting it delivered. So that got delivered today, and that's what I'm like, how's he gonna charge the shower stall? I forgot there's a lawnmower.
Let's go, Joe.
So,
Frank, come on.
good times, good times. Let's see, she's drinking water right now. I'll call her back over in a second. Oh, I do have a German Shepherd. I have 2 dogs. German Shepherd, I've got Lundy. Sky, come here. Skylar, come here, girls. Oh, well, this is, okay, so that's the German Shepherd. That's Lundy. Sky. Skylar Marie. Sky, come here. I know, come here. You gonna come up here? Come on, come over here. Well, that's as close as that's it. That's all you get, apparently. Come here. Sorry, she's very, not you. Oh, God, she shocked me. It's very dry in the air. But she's been in a couple videos here and there, huh? Yeah, she's a good girl. So they're good girls. They are. Animals are good for us. Oh, there she goes again. In and out, lots happening. I know. And I actually have to do a shorter live today because I'm getting the sheep sheared, which thank goodness, because I was like, it's so hot. I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and have them sheared because it's like, so warm. Those poor little like woolly mammoths right now. I'm like, they need sheared. Like, and I want them like, I mean, I could shear them. I've done it, but it's a struggle bus, and I need Mike to help me, and he hasn't had the time to help me to do it. So, and it's a lot with everything, all the construction we're doing right now. She told me. I asked her.
I said, go ahead.
I asked her because I asked her last time, and she told me.
Can't get in here. This
is not my fault. I don't know what to tell you.
Why are you so far that way?
Because she's got.
Because you.
She got me blocked.
Okay.
Oh, that
Hold
was-
on.
that
Can
was-
you move it from that way?
Wait, okay.
Here.
That was-
Here, just come sit. Just come sit.
My legs can't
Go
fit in there.
this way, Skylar.
Okay.
Go this way.
Really? That's what you're gonna do?
Yeah. Is the
You're gonna
floor,
call me the dog?
is the floor hot lava?
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Hey, how's the people?
The people are the people.
Oh, it is.
What?
Open this.
What do you mean? How do you open it? It's a box.
Can I?
Oh yeah, if you're gonna get the batteries out and put them on a charger, you're definitely gonna have to open the box first.
Well, I didn't know if you wanted me to or not.
Yes, I would like you to open the box, find the batteries, and put them on a charger. I got a DeWalt lawnmower. That's the 20V Max, and it comes with 2 10 amp hour
And
batteries.
what are we not going to do with the charger and the batteries?
We're waiting on you to give us those instructions.
I'm just asking.
We're
What are we
not
not
gonna
going
leave
to
them
do?
outside.
We're not going to leave them outside in the rain. Are we not going to?
I've never done that with one of my batteries.
What do you mean? What do you mean? You left the thing out. That's why the lawnmower isn't happy.
Oh, that was not batteries.
We have to assemble
It's a different
this?
thing. Yes, you have to assemble it, and you have to keep the box in good shape.
Like the barbecue all over again.
You have to keep the box.
Keep the box.
Batteries.
Yeah. Okay. Good. That's good. That says battery on it. That's all you gotta pull
Well,
up.
it says that, so
It
I'm
says
taking a good
warning.
guess.
So you got the
danger,
sheep
will
sheared? Is that what was up?
I'm going to get the sheep sheared. They're coming like any minute now.
Okay.
And that's why I was going.
Coach Custom Shop, what's up? Mystic Merman. Who else? Who else acknowledged my presence? Oh, that's about it. Oh wait, Henry Thompson. All right, cool. So what else? Yeah. So I'm kind of excited about the lawnmower because I don't have a big enough yard to actually
Well, the part
justify a
that
gas
has
mower.
grass, yeah.
Right. I mean, most of our yard is farm, so I have a very small piece of. Oh, let me see that.
That's a heavy duty battery right
Yeah,
there.
that's the 10 amp hour DeWalt 20V Max battery right there. Oh, that's a big
It
battery.
looks like a monster truck, like a toy car.
And this thing runs on 2 of those. So, yeah, so actually it's a 40-volt mower. I have looked into reel mowers. I actually used to have a reel mower once upon a
What do
time.
you mean by
And
real mower, like gas?
like reel.
Oh, real.
Like it
not like a
push it.
REEL, not REAL.
You push it, and as the wheels
Yeah,
turn,
gotcha.
there's a sprocket, and it spins the mower.
Sprocket was one of the things on Fraggle Rock.
Okay.
Sorry, my brain just.
There's probably a charger in there too. It'd be cool if it comes with like a 2 battery charger. It is. No gasoline, no batteries. I agree. And actually, if you keep the blades sharp, it's a really good cut.
For disposing of bodies.
So I don't know. I mean, someday I may invest in a reel mower. Okay, what else is in there?
I don't know. The little cover thing.
Okay, open everything neatly and just get the charger out and get the batteries on the charger. That'd be awesome. It'd be awesome possible. I'm gonna try to put this thing together and mow tonight. I don't know if any of y'all know, but if you let your grass get too long before you mow it, you actually will stress the grass plant itself. So it's not a good idea to let it get crazy out of control and then whack it down to the dirt. It's bad for it. It's bad.
No
You know what
bueno.
else is bad for it?
Scott reels. Yeah, I haven't looked into a reel mower in a long time. I don't know the brands out there, but I know the one that I had 25 years ago was green, and it like you could feel the resistance when you started to push it because the wheels turning is what causes everything to spin. But then it's not like it was much resistance, and once it got going, it was good. And as long as you kept it going at a fast enough pace, it would cut really well. I think if you tried to go too slow, maybe it'd be a problem, but what's the point in going too slow, right?
Well, that's what he did too, because his whole thing was he has all the DeWalt stuff now. So he was thinking, well, I don't know what your original thought was, that you just wanted everything to match, or that you wanted to use the batteries. So it's different batteries. So I don't know.
No, same batteries.
Big
20V Max. These are much larger in size, but the
So it'll work on any tool.
it will work on any tool. I
But
would not
your
put this
little
on a
one-
drill.
But your little ones won't work on that.
Yes,
because
they
it-
will, but
For not long.
not for long.
Okay.
But like I could put this on like my skill saw, like the biggest battery I have right now. I have several 4 amp batteries,
And a broken 5.
and I have a 5 amp that doesn't work. But I could put these 10 amp batteries on my skill saw if I wanted to,
And you could
and
dismember a body
I could just skill saw for more longer.
for more longer.
Yeah.
Wow, great English.
Yeah. He's known for his great.
Mower uses
input.
gasoline. Yeah, I agree. I was definitely not going to get another gas mower, and I have all the DeWalt 20V Max stuff. So I have their weed eater. I actually got the weed eater just to do some small stuff, so I didn't have to deal with my gas weed eater as much. And it turns out their 20V Max weed eater is better than my gas weed eater was. It's ridiculous.
And then
So
you got the thing with the
hedge trimmer.
attachments. Yeah, it's got all
I
the
got the hedge
attachments on
trimmer
it.
that's got actually a chainsaw attachment on a pole.
Chainsaw, the blower,
Oh yeah, the leaf blower,
the
all of it.
I'm forgetting. There's
I'm-
something else.
I think
One of them washes dishes if you plug it in right. I
Yeah.
don't know.
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be a DeWalt commercial right now. I'm just saying there's other brands out there also that are just as good, and they're, in my opinion, better than the gas ones now.
Yeah, they are.
Gas is expensive.
Because gas is expensive. Well, everything's expensive right now. Let's be real.
Yeah, Makita's like top of the line. So is Milwaukee. So the only reason that I'm married to DeWalt is because
He likes to flip his battery.
once you're into a brand, you kind of have to stick with it.
I do have a good Milwaukee pocket knife though. That's camo that I.
Yeah, that one doesn't use batteries though.
No, it's manual.
Yeah, it's everything that uses batteries. I want them all to use the same battery.
Yeah,
that's all.
Yeah, something like that. I know. That's how they suck you in.
Yeah,
That's
it's just
very
like camera gear. I mean, I probably would have switched from Nikon to Canon back when I was shooting professionally at one point when Canon came out with this really awesome DSLR body, but I had, $6,000-7,000 invested in glass. It's the same thing. Like you're sucked in with the lenses. That's the expensive stuff, and you stick to that brand. Right.
Right.
Good glass is expensive. Same thing with rifle scope. You buy a cheap rifle scope, and you'll know it when you miss.
Oh yeah, you're still supposed to go meet up with Will to go get your.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on my Leopold CDS custom dial system.
Yeah.
Kind of excited about that.
You have to go have your play date with Will so you can go get your.
How many people in here? Does anybody in this room? How many people in here? It's 28 people. Of these 28 people, how many people own guns? Oh, well, we know Addicted did because he just bought 2 more ARs yesterday. How many people in this room are familiar with the Leopold CDS, the custom dial system? I had never heard of it until my birthday, and now I'm super excited about the one that's coming.
Well, you have to understand, our friend Will is sort of like
He's a
knife
gun nerd.
and gun nerd. So anything new that comes out, anything, whatever, he's your guy. Like he will know whatever the latest detail is, anything. He's your go-to for that information. So I'm not surprised that he knew.
Oh, Kramer owns this shirt I'm wearing too. That's awesome. This is an awesome shirt. I'm kind of bummed out because I have a bunch of the Grunt Style shirts, and one of my favorite Grunt Style shirts is, you've probably seen it if you like Grunt Style shirts. It just says "Hold My Beer," George Washington, right? And it's awesome. But I was working with a cleaning product last weekend that had bleach in it above my head, and I tie-dyed that shirt with bleach. So I didn't realize this product that I was spraying above my head had bleach in it, or else, one, I would have worn a white t-shirt, and two, I would have worn like some kind of safety protective gear. Luckily, I got none of those drops in my eyes. But yeah, so my George Washington Hold My Beer shirt by Grunt Style now looks very used.
I can buy another one for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna get another one. I'm gonna get one that's not tie-dye, but I'm gonna keep the old one too, because you gotta have work shirts.
Yeah.
Like all my shirts are work shirts.
Well, that's the
some of them look like
problem.
it.
See, that's the problem. Is he doesn't like Frankie and I have our work stuff, and then we have our like.
No, I do the same thing that does.
Not as bad though. You're better about it.
I come home from work wearing whatever I'm wearing and go straight to the garden or straight to a project.
Clothes, but he won't. And then he's like, "Well, I don't have any good shirts that don't have holes or this or that." And I'm like, it's because you wear your brand new good shirt out to go do a chore instead of changing to go out and work, or changing, I'm like, dude.
Oh, I know. You're right. 100%.
No, that's why we can't have nice things.
We can have nice things. We just can't keep them nice. I have nice things. I have a nice wife. I have a nice daughter.
Oh, see?
That's all the nice things I need.
Okay. You redeemed yourself.
And I have some nice bottles of whiskey.
I think you drank them all.
I haven't been replenishing my stash lately. That's for sure.
I know. Because I noticed you finished that 12-year off. I cleaned that bottle up this morning.
That rabbit hole.
Oh my God. So he was watching.
It was a good scotch. Actually, it was bourbon.
No, okay. So we're
Are
trying.
you about to embarrass me? I feel like you're about to tell a story that I may need to approve first.
So you're fine.
You're fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
So, it's fine. So last night we're trying to figure out what to watch, and he's like, I had a bunch of Nicolas Cage movies that were super random saved on my Hulu list, right?
I had no idea Nicolas Cage.
He's been cranking out the movies the last couple of years.
He's like, he has to be in cahoots with.
So.
Like with what's the guy's name? The Kung Fu guy?
Steven Seagal.
He has to be in cahoots with Steven Seagal's production company, because
he was just cranking them out, I guess.
Remember when
during the
Steven
day.
Seagal was cranking out a movie a week?
Yeah.
And they weren't very good?
So there's one called Pig, and I was like, I'm intrigued. And it has to do with like a kidnapped truffle hunting pig and Nicolas Cage. And how can you not watch that and add that to your must watch list, right? So we start watching it. I tap out and go to bed because it's past my bedtime. And he decides to stay up and watch it. He said it was terrible. I was actually thinking in the beginning, I was like, it's actually kind of good. I would kind of actually
terrible.
had the cutest little coony pig in it, whatever. It was cute. And I was like, but once the pig got kidnapped,
I watched the whole thing though.
But he did. He watched the whole thing. So I asked him this morning, and he polished off this 12-year bottle of whatever. So I asked him this morning.
When she just polished off, there was.
Well, yeah, it was. There wasn't much.
There
left.
was 4 ounces left.
Yeah,
I had like 2 glasses.
But what I'm saying is, he had some bottles that he saved for a while, and he'll only take like a little nip out of. But that one, he was done with it. So
Addicted at a boating accident and lost some ARs. We had the same boating accident.
We had that happen too.
That's odd.
Lost everything. Lost all our ammo too.
It's crazy. I mean, boats. Maybe they should regulate boats. They should
outlaw boats.
Because the boating accidents are getting real up in here.
Real.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, David Cole says he has a 20-volt max hedge clipper that works
I have the same one.
way better than his gas one.
Yep. I have that hedge clipper, and you probably got the attachment for the chainsaw.
Hello, Alex.
Oh man. Yeah, it's way better than the old hedge trimmer I had.
Yeah.
In fact, I have a giant rosemary bush that needs trimmed, and I think I'm gonna teach Frankie how to use that hedge trimmer pretty soon.
Yeah.
That thing makes me nervous though, because the old one that I had was short.
It just goes.
And it'll take a finger off like immediately, surgically.
Well, you don't touch that side.
Well, you're not supposed to.
I've met her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this one is longer, so the dangerous part's farther away from you. So I'm gonna teach her how to use it. Yeah.
A dirty joke.
Yeah. No.
I won't say it.
No. Whatever it is, if you're resisting, it's bad. So no.
It's not YouTube friendly.
No. It's probably not family friendly at all.
Yeah, family friendly. We're family friendly here.
Hey, did you put the batteries on the charger?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they have little lights on the back of them? There should be a little button you can push.
Yeah.
Tells how charged they are.
Hit the button.
Go check it.
I already hit the button. They came like partially charged.
Yeah, that's what I was curious about. They usually have some amount of charge on
Yeah,
them.
so you can test them. So yeah,
They got a partial. Oh, the German Shepherd is Lundy, and she's passed out next to me on the side. She is 6.
She's
and
almost
a half.
7.
6.5. Well, her birthday's in July.
Okay.
And then Skylar is 6 as well. Her birthday's in October. And
Lundy is named after, Google it, people, Lundy Lake in the eastern Sierra Nevada mountains off the 395. That is magic. That's a magical place, Lundy Lake. If you ever get a chance to go there, go there.
Here in my tattoo.
Yeah. We went to Lundy Lake every year. I went to Lundy Lake every year for many years before we met.
Like
And
for
then-
like 3 or 4 years before we met.
And then we went
Then we went every year
for like almost 10 years.
Until I was preggers
Yeah.
with her. We went every year for a lot of years. Then we didn't go until she was about 3-ish.
And we haven't been
right
in-
before my dad passed away. So
We haven't been in
Yeah.
like 9 years now, huh?
and we haven't been since. That was the last time we went.
So, yeah.
But then we moved here, and it was like minus the lake.
Yeah, it's like we got our little mountain retreat here, so
Yeah.
it became less important to have to go to the mountains
Right.
to retreat. Now we go to like
Now we
you
go to
know,
Vegas and go lay by a pool.
yeah, a pool that looks like Tahiti in Vegas.
Yeah.
That's our annual
Getaway
retreat now.
Yeah. But
So.
I mean, but we do like to go. Although last time we went, I had a little toddler with me, so I didn't fish much.
No, you babysat.
I babysat.
I fished.
Welcome to motherhood.
It's nice.
Yeah, we did go out on the boat, and I did get to fish some, but and we did shore fish, but I never took my belly boat out or anything like that because it was too hard with the little one to try to.
Well, when we went to
I did get a little bit of video of Frankie
Yeah, we did fish
catching.
there a little. When we went to Big Bear a couple years ago.
I got Frankie catching a couple of brook trout on video when
Yeah.
she was like 3
Yeah.
up there. So that's cool. I mean, I didn't trout fish when I was 3. Ooh, maybe.
Yeah,
I
she
did.
was actually
Actually, I think I may have.
I'm trying to think. She was like 2.5.
Because when I was 3, I was up by Coeur d'Alene in Idaho. I bet I did trout fish.
I'm trying to remember if you were 2.5 or 3. No, you must have been 3. You were like 3, a little over 3, like 3.5. Yeah. Okay. Not that it matters, but
Yeah.
there you go.
What's a Hoover Dam? Some new vacuum cleaner?
Something like that.
It's a big dam. That's what it is.
Damn it.
Yeah, it holds back a lot of water.
Yeah. Something like that.
Is it named after J. Edgar Hoover?
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew more about the Hoover Dam when I was closer to high school age than I know now. You forget stuff, people, when you get older. Sometimes you forget where you left your keys an hour ago.
You always forget that.
Yeah. Yeah. Just fair warning.
He hasn't
What was I
forgotten.
talking about? Yeah.
I always tease him. I'm like, I have to remind you to put pants on. I'll be like, make sure you put pants on. Somebody's coming over. Don't forget to put pants on. I always remind him just in case.
Hey, I'll tell you, that's one thing about living in a remote area is
Pants are not always
if
required.
people are not coming over, pants are not required. I can garden in my boxers all day long. It don't matter.
Yeah.
Like, why would I put on pants if I don't have
The
to?
wildlife gets a little nervous sometimes. They see
Yeah.
a redneck walking around
In his
in
boxers.
his boxers,
They
and they're
got
like,
rubber ducks
"Whoa."
on them.
Yeah, they're like, whoa now. This man might be a threat.
Yeah.
But, you know, it is what it is. So. Well, I have the exciting sheep shearing coming here shortly.
That's a good idea, actually.
So,
It's hot.
yeah, I was going to do it myself, but it's so hard to find time when you can help me to do it. And I've done it myself before, but it comes out really terribly.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's hard.
It was
Yeah.
fun. It was fun to review the work afterwards.
It was bad.
I mean, what we should have all been saying was,
Both of
wow,
the
good
lambs
for
are
you
like-
for like attempting that on your own.
Right.
Instead, what we were saying was, damn,
It was bad. It did
that's
not.
a bad haircut.
It was a bad haircut, but it gave them relief, and it was not
Right.
even.
Right, it was hot.
But it was hot. This was last season, and I just did what I had
It got
to do
hot early this year. It was
really early,
I want to say it was close to 100 yesterday.
and it was over today. It was like 106, I think, in El Cajon.
It's
So I
supposed
don't know
to
what
cool
it
down
was
tomorrow.
here.
It's supposed to be in the like high 80s tomorrow,
Yeah.
and then like
I heard rain. possibly
mid
this weekend,
80s
somebody
and
said.
like in the 70s on Monday.
Yeah.
So that's nice.
We'll be back to
But-
spring. Right now, it feels like August.
Yeah, this was a ridiculous
And super dry,
heat wave.
super dry, like we were
That's
shocking
because
each
these
other.
are Santa Ana.
I
The
know.
wind was blowing hard
Yeah,
out of
yeah.
the desert.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Oh, we got Jim and Amber from Happy Quack Farms. She messaged me earlier. She's like, "What are you guys doing later?" And I was like, "Oh, I got the sheep shearing coming." And she's like, "Oh, we got tickets to go see Tracy Lawrence if you guys want to go with us." I was like, "Oh, thank you." I'm like, but Mike won't go out. We got stuff we're doing first thing in the morning, and I told her too. I was like, we saw him once years ago, and he was rude.
I like all of his songs.
You do like all his
I
songs.
like his voice. I like know a lot of his songs, but had one bad experience with the dude. He was rude, and
Hi,
yeah, it's
outside
like
the barn.
yeah, whatever. Yeah, and I have to go put a lawnmower together now. Actually, Frankie, have you read the instructions on what tools you need to put that together while I supervise?
Oh, I guess she's putting it
You
to blondie over
might-
here.
You might want to go read those instructions, figure out what
I
tools
guess.
you need.
I guess that's happening.
Like how I did that. I'm a
Yeah.
project manager. That's just a project. I'll manage it.
Yeah. Right.
Well,
Well,
I be a project manager when I'm older and not a project doer.
You have to start out as a project,
doer, so you know what to manage. So Daddy's
Exactly.
training you right now.
You're in training to be a
Yeah.
project manager
You're
one
getting
day.
free on the job training. How about
Right.
that?
Instructions
I don't know. We got an RTFM.
Solid question.
It was sleeting and snowing in Louisville, Kentucky. Yeah, no, look, this is wrong. It's not supposed to be this hot here right now either.
We do get like fluke.
It's supposed to be spring right now.
Yeah, but we get fluke heat waves usually. Sometime in the spring or winter, we'll have like some crazy hot days here and there, and then same thing in the
I found it.
Okay, good for you. Yeah, we just get them like usually around like Thanksgiving. We'll get another like crazy hot like pool day or two or a few days.
Yeah, yeah, we do
And,
get a couple of hot days here or there at
you know.
the end of November.
Yeah, and sometimes even into December. It just depends.
But I'll tell you this: last year we got a heat wave that lasted probably a good solid week in February, and it caused all the grapes and all the fruit trees to start blooming early,
Oh yeah.
and then it froze.
Yeah.
And killed all the blossoms, and everything then wound up getting started like a month later than they normally do. So at least that didn't happen this year. Everything's on track as far as like, when it's going to fruit. So
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us for our Friday night chat. Robin's Buys and DIYs. Sam I Am. Check out his channel. We posted that link, or I should say it be
outside the barn.
Production did.
Hola.
And so appreciate you guys. Appreciate our
Yeah, Pole Barn Productions is our only
moderator right now. There was
appreciate it.
MT was in here earlier, and MT Homestead and Come On Homesteading popped in for a minute.
Oh, did he?
So,
Is he? Where is he now?
He's in Arkansas.
He's in Arkansas.
He's with Simple Life Reclaimed. They're like
the
neighbors.
the whatever it is. It's like the 30.
40.
43 point.
40.
Is that what they're calling the channel?
No, that's not the name of the channel. That's just like their thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Simple Life Reclaimed is the name of their channel.
Right.
But then they've got ever how many acres it is, point whatever. They're just doing that like as like a cool logo.
That's not even a logo.
Toss
That's
out.
not their logo.
So they had like little stick-on
Stickers.
tattoos.
Yeah,
and
but
stuff.
that was just like a thing. It's not like their logo.
All right.
It's fine.
What do I know?
Well, no, I'm just saying like they did because he got that tattoo like right when they bought the property.
Look at her reading the instructions over there.
She's RTFMing.
I'm teaching her to read the instructions.
There is no instructions.
No?
Like,
Are there pictures?
there's like 4.
Is there one page that shows you what tools you're going to need?
No.
Oh Lord.
Really? Okay. Go get an all 16ths, a flat, and a Phillips screwdriver.
All right.
You know what an all 16ths is, right?
That's right.
Crescent wrench. Good girl. All right.
All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. Appreciate all of you. And David Cole as well. Thank you for the super chat as well. Thank you guys. We drop new videos every Wednesday and Sunday, and we go live every Friday. And we are counting down to Shoot Dang Fest. I'm excited. Only a couple more weeks until we're out there in OK, doing more than OK. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button on your way out. And your exits are here, 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 and
Crescent wrench addicted. All 16ths is a crescent wrench or plier.